What's going on with this? Inspiration 1390. What they at? What they got it? Oh, what a pretty little baby. Hey, y'all. Heck yeah. Oh, the previous. Yeah, that's perfect. This one is now. You my whole thing. There you go. Y'all see it for the blood of the culture. Oh, holy nine. Where's oh the first Noel? Perfect. It's my cousin singing on there. And we are 2 days out from the big day, y'all. It is Christmas coming up. And on the 2 days out, I got a message for you. Love showed up in the most unexpected way. Let that encourage you. God still moves through unlikely places and people. And one of those unlikely places or people just might be you. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with your main man is nobody other than our new co-host.
This is Brother Jarrell on the 1390 Inspiration.
All right, now I say new, but I mean, now of course you know Marcel is coming back, but new today. How about that? Y'all, don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390.
Hey, it's your main man, Action Jackson, and let me put you on to where I get my style right. GQ Denim, located at 7149 South State Street, right here in Chicago. Whether it's for church, prom, weddings, or galas,
Talk that
GQ
mic,
Denim has the suits that keep me looking sharp and feeling confident. Need that perfect fit? Call them at 773-966-4383. That's 773-966-4383. And tell them Action Jackson sent you.
I'm State Representative LaShawn K. Ford.
And I'm Lester Barclay, Honorary Consul of Jamaica. Jamaica needs your help. Hurricane Melissa has devastated.
What's up, y'all?
Donate online at myjack.
Let me ask you guys something.
That's myjack, MIJAC.org, or drop supplies at
Let me ask y'all
Community
something.
Center or
This
Agape
Christmas,
Kingdom
right?
Generation Church in Skokie. One Jamaica.
Thinking about what
one
happened to
blessed.
Jamaica, are you more grateful now than you ever were? Or does that not even faze you? What's up, Mimi? Hey, Pooh. How are you guys? DJ B-Low in the house. What's happening? Hey, Davis Jr. Curtis. Y'all, I really am excited about this. Hey, Cute Too. I like that name. Thanks for joining us today, guys. And stay tuned because we have an exclusive topic for you.
345-744.
And when I say exclusive, I mean just on the socials. We don't talk about our topics on the radio. So if you're actually not on socials, you won't have an opportunity to engage. Oh, hey, Shelly. I love that name. So anyway, if you're not on the radio, if you're on the radio, you won't have an opportunity to engage. But when we have exclusive topics, we ask that you put your comments right there in the thread.
Make the best of it. Call Chicago's #1 accident attorney, concentrating in serious injuries, wrongful death, and medical malpractice. Flanagan Injury Law Group. We are here to help. Our team is experienced and dedicated to getting you true.
All right, guys, here is your exclusive topic for today. 2 days, that's what, 48 hours before Christmas. Is peace more important than being right? I'm laughing because that's loaded to me. Sometimes, not now, but after therapy, I started thinking my peace was so priceless that I didn't care about being right. But prior to therapy, I would do anything to defend my position. I'm talking about go right. My friend, my brother Kenny says, you just go for the jugular. You don't want to get in an argument with Tammy because she's going to pull out all the stops. That was then, not now. Now, I just want to be peaceful. So what do you guys think? Do you think your peace is more important than being right? Put your comments in the thread.
Favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUESE.com. Bequeeze.com.
We're in the raw with Tamara Fair on the Brunch Bunch.
And just in the nick of time, y'all. You know what? This was unprecedented. We were about to be facing a government shutdown right here in Chicago, but Brandon Johnson backs down. He will not veto City Council's alternate budget. Well, Chicago's Mayor Brandon Johnson has decided not to veto an alternate 2026 city budget passed by the City of Chicago's council, even though he has repeatedly criticized it is morally bankrupt. Well, by withholding a veto, Johnson has effectively allowed the alderman-driven budget to take effect by default rather than risk a government shutdown just days away before the new year. So this unusual outcome came after months of intense political conflict between Johnson and the coalition of city council members, most moderates and conservatives, who seized control of the budget process. Well, in a rare Saturday council session, that was this past Saturday, I believe, aldermen approved their own spending plan, rejecting key components of the mayor's proposal, most notably his plan for an $82 million corporate and head tax on large employers. Well, instead of the head tax, the council's budget relies on a mix of other revenue measures, tax increases on off-premise alcohol. Well, all the alcoholics will be really mad about that. Kidding, guys, just a joke. A higher plastic bag tax fee. Now, personally, if you tell me you're going to charge me a bag tax, I lessen my shopping because I'm going to take only the things I can fit in both of my arms in an O. So selling advertising space on city light poles, legalizing video gambling in bars, and of course also in restaurants, and selling unpaid city debts to private collectors. Well, the plan also, aren't they already doing that?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. So the plan also maintains a full advantage pension payment, which has been praised by credit rating agencies as beneficial for the city's fiscal outlook. Well, city financial officials, however, have warned that the council's budget is built on overly optimistic revenue assumptions and could leave a $163 million deficit, potentially forcing mid-year cost cuts, layoffs, or hiring freezes in 2026. All of these things could happen because if you're expecting to generate these potential revenue sources and it's not etched in stone. But I mean, isn't that any business? You open up a business, you hope to get customers, and then when you do, sometimes it hits real big and sometimes it hits moderately slow, but you just got to go and do something else, right? So Johnson sought to balance his objections with political reality. By choosing not to veto, he acknowledged the city council's majority could likely override any veto, which would have pushed the city toward a shutdown and left essential services unfunded. Well, in tandem with his decision, he signed executive orders aimed at curbing police overtime costs, which is a big situation because when we have different events in Chicago, and we are an event-driven city, then of course that pushes police into overtime. And that's a big tag for the city. And protecting certain city debts from sale. So the clash highlights deeper divisions over fiscal strategy. Johnson's agenda emphasized new taxes on corporations to fund social programs, while the city council emphasizes alternate revenue streams and preserving business competitiveness. With Chicago's $16.6 billion budget now in place, both the mayor and the aldermen head into the future political battles as they prepare for elections and long-term planning challenges. Well, all of their elections are coming up, so we shall see. And you know what? How this whole budget unfolds is going to really impact, especially the aldermen, because the mayor conceded, right?
Yes.
So as a younger member of Chicago, how do you see the budget actually impacting you and what you do? Because you're younger, but you're a professional.
Tamara, I'm going to tell you, I don't know much about politics and I don't know much about the budget and things like that. I don't know. But from my point of view, it seems like Brandon Johnson is constantly getting hit with more and more things, more than any other mayor I've ever seen in my life. And he always comes out on top, or at least from my point of view. I don't really have anything bad to say about him. I think he's been doing a pretty good job. So, I'm going to pray for him. And as far as the future goes, I hope the best for the election. I think he's been doing a really good job.
That's a really great answer. You know what? It reminds me of the story in the Bible where the natural mother was pulling on the baby, and then the other mother was pulling on the baby, and then the natural mother let the baby go, not because she wasn't the natural mother, but because she did not want to bring more harm to the baby. Sounds like that's what Brandon was doing here. And for Chicago to have a government shutdown, that would not have boded well. It would have been almost like not picking up the snow. You know, you can never be the mayor again if you don't pick up the snow in Chicago. Yeah, so so let's give it up for all of our city elected officials, because a government shutdown would have, off the heels of a federal shutdown, and we might be going into another federal shutdown in 2026. That would have been a travesty. So we'll see how it unfolds. And like you said, we can just pray and do our best to make sure that we get these new revenues. Now, I don't know what the resistance is, though, about taxing the rich. This seems like Chicago and Illinois have a big penchant for not taxing people that have the money to afford the tax, but do not have that same energy about taxing people that cannot afford it.
I think people in Chicago are just extremely ambitious, and I think that there's a little bit of pushback when it comes to taxing the rich, because there's a lot of people like me that think I'm gonna become one of the rich people, and then I get the tax breaks too.
You know what? You said a lot right there, but it also says on the flip side, it's more people that are not rich than are rich, and so if you got a pushback from the rich, why not galvanize the people that are not rich and have that same pushback power?
The way I look at it is, the people that's rich, they own the jobs, and I need a job, and so I don't want to do anything that's going to hinder them of, having a job there for me. At the end of the day, I got to look out for me. I got to look out for my family. And personally, I don't know much about anything, but
yes, you do. Yes, you do. Don't shortchange your knowledge.
The way I see it is, if you tax the rich, it's not like they just gonna take that money out of their personal vacation account. They gonna take that money out of
your check
or a business. You know what I mean? And you tax me, now I got to get rid of 1,000 employees because I got to pay that tax bill or whatever. And now Jarrell don't have a job to feed his family no more. Right, and we seen UPS, Amazon. I know that's not necessarily all of the case, but you start taking money out of these rich people's pockets, they're gonna take it out of yours. You know what I mean?
That's a very good point, until you start thinking long term and see the people that built this country. Now, I'm not talking about the Black people that actually built it. I'm talking about the people that, air quoting, built this country. They have long-term development plans, and once communities that have been historically disenfranchised have that same type of long-term development plan, and it starts with galvanizing, that's when the flip happens. The switch just turns the tables, right? But we'll see. We just keep on advocating, we keep on praying, we keep on doing something until something happens. Something's happening right here in the studio, y'all. I love it, and you don't want to miss it. It's the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. Good commentary. What's up, Tanya? Hey, Poochie. Oh, show you, Tony. You did a good job, though. Milton Bowens. You know what? You got.
He ain't no boy bitch, you know what I'm saying? Look, he ain't get no jail time. He's pretty good in my book.
Y'all have got to get in tune. Who's your son? Where did I meet him?
You took a picture with him. You pulled the outfit for you.
That's your son? Shut up. Shut the front door.
Yeah.
That's your baby? Why he didn't say nothing to me?
I thought they told you.
No, they never told me that you were his mother.
Yeah, Matthew, he probably just,
Girl, Matthew is fly to death. You hear me? When I saw, I was like, oh my God. He makes all of that stuff. Zoe.
He sold everything by hand.
Oh my God.
He don't even let her.
Truthfully, I thought his manager was just not telling me that she was his mother. That's your mom? I can't believe it. I can't. I'm outdone.
We don't say anything because people be like giving them side eyes and stuff when she's saying, yeah, I'm his grandmother. So we all just decided to just say that's his manager.
She's somebody's grandmother. That's crazy. Oh, y'all's genes crazy dope. Literally. Oh my God. You have done an amazing job.
Because I said, Matthew, why didn't you say anything to her? He was like, I got kind of shy. I was like, why?
He was absolutely not shy. He was doing his thing too. He was like doing all his social media. Oh my God, I'm so honored.
Cause I'm surprised he didn't ask you for a sample
For the cologne?
Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking.
Because he came up to me yesterday morning and was like, can you send me?
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't forget to remind me.
Oh, wait. Okay. We close tomorrow.
Okay. We're closed tomorrow. Christmas Eve? Okay. I'll give it to Adam and maybe. He wants the Q factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's up, George? How you doing? Okay. Touch! Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, sis. I love you. Listen, guys. Okay. I don't see your comments. I gave you a social media exclusive. This is non-rhetorical. I want to know from you. Do you think it is more important to have peace or to be right? Now, for all of you rebel rousers, I know you got a comment about it. I want to hear about it, and so does everybody else. Do you think it's more important to be right or be at peace? I shared my story. I love you too, sis. You have to call your other sis. She really needs you. I called our dad and I texted him and let him know. Call her or text her. Y'all, this is incredible. What the news that I just got from Zoe. You know when you have this peace? You would rather have peace? Yeah, peace is priceless, guys. Peace is absolutely priceless.
You don't want to be right.
See what I'm saying? See?
You don't want to be right.
Sometimes you just want peace.
I used to think that same thing, that I just want to be right. I got at all costs. I got to bring you receipts. I want to give you a whole picturesque, display. Yeah.
It's like how badly the other person thinks they're.
You do?
It's kind of sad.
I don't need to be peaceful or right.
Oh, that's so great. I love that, Taj. Yeah. That's great. I appreciate that too. Appreciate and love you. Love you, sis.
I'm State Representative LaShawn K. Ford.
And I'm Lester Barker.
So, it's kind of a mixed bag of chips up in here. I said chips.
Donate online at myjack.org.
Some people in here, me and Zoe, women, said, you know what? We just want peace. But the men in here, now, they said they want to be right. Oh, it depends on how badly the other person thinks they should be right.
I used to be on that type of time too, but then after a while, I was just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I don't even care. I just want to be right.
Love you more, Todd. Have fun at work.
I'm at the basketball court, and the young guys want to argue about every call. You know what I'm saying? It's like anybody over 30, it's just like, I don't care, bro.
That's different, though. When you're in a basketball court, that's totally different.
When you 22 versus being 30, that's totally different.
Woo, 22 to 30. Woo.
I gotta work in the morning. I was thinking, oh, mama, bro, like.
Well, at all costs, we know that Jarrell is going to protect his job. Peace, because in my head, I know I'm right. So let him have that. I know that's right, Tanya. You always bring it on home, don't you?
A community-driven, member-owned.
You'll be like, okay, I understand. That's what Tanya says to parents. Oh, I understand. She's like, I knew that I was right, but... And see, in business, you have to be that way. But in personal life, typically, sometimes
So we can connect you with
she did think she was right about them French fries, y'all.
That's 773.
Tanya, you see Tasha's girl at basketball mom 0920. Let me tell you something. I gotta tell this story. So who sent us that? Oh, so Marissa sent us information about food that we could actually pass out to the parents. Tanya was excellent in her execution. She went, they got all these boxes of food, started giving it out to the parents. Tanya told the parents it's fries and what else? Super fries. Super fries. So the parents would literally didn't take any time. No boxes left, right? So one of our parents, who's a social media phenom, she said, I did a TikTok about y'all super fries. So Adam says, Tanya, it's not fries over there. It's, what was it, Master Choli? Gravy and linguine. So, but the parent listened to Tanya and started frying up the linguine. And she fried the linguine. She talking about, y'all know this is national radio telling this story exactly. We want them to know. So anyway, so the parent starts online frying up the linguine and said, these ain't fries. Tanya was standing strong on these are fries, right? Then when it was just evident that she could not hold the fry story longer, that it was linguine and no matter what it was, she was like, oh, well, it was free. Which is true, it was free. Tanya, you are a hoot. If I don't never get nothing for Christmas, I got you, and that's enough.
On our side.
That was
Paid for by
and you over there just going, what you doing right now?
Action, Jackson.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Believers. This is Brother Jarrell filling in for the amazing Mr. Marcel Action Jackson. And what's going on is we are talking about one of my least favorite Jeffreys. And no, we're not talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. And no, we're not talking about that man from Georgia. We are talking about Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. So what's going on is the second batch of Epstein files included many mentions of our president, Mr. Donald Trump. The U.S. Justice Department has released a second large batch of documents connected to the investigation of the late financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, this time with significantly more reference to Donald Trump than in any earlier disclosures. These materials were made public to comply with new federal laws that require broad disclosures of government records related to Epstein and his associates. Among the newly released records are internal notes indicating that Donald Trump was subpoenaed in 2021 when the Department of Justice sought employment and other records from his Mar-a-Lago resort. The files included notes from the U.S. Attorney about multiple occasions when Trump flew on the Epstein private plane, including one flight with Epstein and a 20-year-old woman, and tips the FBI received all alleging Trump's presence at the Epstein parties in the early 2000s. The disclosures have ignited political controversy. Trump, who signed a transparency law after initially opposing the release of the files, has publicly criticized the disclosures and coverages around them. Some lawmakers and advocates argue that the department's release process has been selective and insufficient, with accusations that certain documents, including those involving Trump, were removed or heavily redacted. The documents also cover a broader set of materials about Epstein's life, legal battles, and incarcerations between his 2019 death, while awaiting federal trafficking charges. They include prison communications and other records that shed light on the government's handling of Epstein's case. Throughout, the release reflects ongoing tensions between transparency, victims' privacy, and political debate over how the files should be interpreted and what further disclosures might reveal.
You know what? I don't even understand the first batch, let alone the second batch. The reason I say that is that, listen, hear me out. The lady was 20 years old, which means she was what?
She was of age.
She was of age. Mm-hmm. So that's a big aspersion on his character because she was 20 years old. But his retort would be she was grown, right. And he would be right. Yeah, exactly. And he would be right. He would not legally be liable for any wrongdoing. Right. Now, morally, that's a different situation. But what I don't understand is here in 2021, you got subpoenaed. You then went on to live your life and get 35 more federal convictions. And you the what? Yeah, you're the president. And I still, like last Saturday, we had at the campaign office an expungement clinic. And it was so many brothers in there getting their records expunged and still unable to find a job. But I mean, you say you can't be what you can't see. Y'all could be the president.
You definitely can be the president. But my whole thing is, why does this all matter at this point, right? The Epstein situation has been going on since, before Colin Kaepernick took a knee. And at this point,
good point.
What's the worst that can happen? Donald Trump's been the president. This is the second time now. Epstein's, unalived as far as we know. And what's the worst that can happen? I mean, if the files come out and Trump's 100% guilty of everything, is he not going to be the president anymore?
No, he's going to be the president. That's a very good point though, Jarrell, because what is going to be, you're not going to give him a slap on the hand. You're not going to do anything. All you're going to do is keep on doing what he says, because everybody in the country is afraid of him.
And also at this point, I mean, is it really too much of a slap on his character when he's been accused and say found guilty of sex crimes before? You know what I mean? So
good point.
It is I think on some level, you know, this might be a little bit of a cover up to something else.
A distraction, a distraction. And we got to be very careful about being distracted. If you have to stay up a little longer to try to peel back the layers of what's really going on and not what they say is going on, that is absolutely time well spent, in my opinion.
There's been how many, you know, documentaries that came out about Epstein in the last 10 years? I mean, they're going to give us more information to just have no impact at the end of the day. I'm going to start looking into it and going, hey, you know, what else is going on that they might be wanting to distract us from? Because there's a lot of things going on in the world right now.
There's so many things going on in the world. And you know what? I'm not going to say who says it, but this whole Israel situation looks like that's the czar of where it all comes from. And maybe who's to say they're not the puppeteers? I don't know. I'm just saying there's a whole population of people that think that. But you know what else I appreciate about you, Jarrell, is when you said, as far as we know, in his death of 2019, he's unalive, as far as we know, because again, there's a population of people that say he's on one of these islands that people don't necessarily frequent, and he is alive. Again, not my words. I'm repeating what I heard and what has been swirling around. But what is not being swirled around is the truth. And that's why it is incumbent upon you, believers, to find out what is the truth. You're not going to get it from mainstream media. You may get it from the dark web. You may get it from that part of the media. But be discerning. If you don't, like I don't have that discerning advantage, like Tanya, she'll have a dream and God will tell her exactly. No, I'm not talking about like Martin Luther King. I'm talking about for real. She will. Well, he had a for real dream too, but she'll wake up and everything she dreamt literally will come true. It might be the characters might be changed, but something in that dream indicates, and it's all true.
Yeah.
But literally, you got to figure out what is it? What is the actual truth? And then you got to follow the truth. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to do something with it.
Or, you know what, just kind of like look around, man, and see what's going on, man. I mean, unemployment is through the roof, man. People aren't living how they was a few years ago. I mean, and the most important thing in the country is the Epstein files. You know what I mean? I mean, people can't. There's a lot of kids that's not gonna have Christmas this year and all type of stuff. You know,
eggs still high.
Eggs are extremely high.
Groceries, like literally, this administration ran on, if you want to keep your money in your pocket and you want to afford eggs, and I'm only using eggs because they shot up exponentially.
$6.99.
$6.99. Do you know that you can get a whole drink from Starbucks for $6.99 and something else to eat?
No more omelets.
Huh? Starbucks is going. Everything is going up, but I think it's permission to go up. I don't think it's a necessity.
Maybe it's something to do with the tariffs. You know, at the end of the day, I just see a lot of cover-ups. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. It's up to us to uncover it. We're uncovering it right here on Inspiration 1390. So if I were you, I would not change that dial.
Y'all heard they're getting rid of Timu? Oh yeah, the tariffs knocking them out. They're not safe.
Cut that song off. Let's go back in. Oh, it's an emergency now. Get rid of Timo. Oh Lord. First the Fat Boys, now this. Oh my.
I was watching Don Lemon, and he reported that they put out a fake AI video of when he was unalive in his jail.
Who? Epstein?
Was it a fake AI video, bro?
Yeah, it was a fake AI
That's what I thought
video.
happened anyway.
Oh, that's what they put out.
Yep, that's what the White House put out.
That AI stuff is nasty.
They put out.
Not gonna be. It is nasty.
I can do something to somebody right now.
Oh yeah.
Man, you gotta be careful because some of the stuff you can't even tell if
Oh, I want to.
like you have to really look and make sure that it's like AI.
You gotta pray. You seen that Terrence Crawford and Angel Reese video? Oh my God. Oh, if I'm his wife, I can't take it.
What happened? Oh, fill me in.
So it was a Terrence Crawford and Angel Reese. Angel Reese went backstage to meet Terrence Crawford before the fight. Took pictures and all of that, right? Somebody made an AI video of like Angel Reese jumping in his arms and like they started like making out in front of everybody and stuff. It was bad. And he got a wife and like
20 kids.
No, he got like
my wife is 20. Yo, 20 is good.
He
20
had like 5 or 6 kids, and he just had like an outside baby. So his wife got to take that. But he the heavyweight for me. He the middle.
Did you play the first Noel?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I think the greatest Australia in the roster.
Oh, okay.
Melo a Hall of Famer. I'm wrong.
Free 99. Tanya is crazy. But wait a minute. This AI is really getting bad, though. And AI, if used properly, is really an enhancement tool. But if used improperly, it can really destroy lives. But if I'm his wife and I got 5 kids, I'm rocking with him. I ain't leaving without him.
There's like a whole social media app now where you just like type in something or things, make videos.
Send me that. I want to make me some posts.
It's called it's called Sora.
Oh, no, that's the new.
It's like you literally type in a prompt or whatever, and it creates the whole video for you.
What is that? Oh my God, is that a real person?
No, this is all fake. All this is fake.
But that's the thing, though. But you can look at that and tell it's fake, bro. You can make an AI video in this room right now and have Tamira and you jumping out the window.
Oh yeah, make me an AI video of me jumping not out the window.
I don't think you should.
But I want to jump right on top of this table, like I did at City Hall.
People like Tamira, you should.
I know, but it's gonna give me some followers. So come on, do me right. Be good to your girl. Oh my God, I love it. What's up, Frank? What's up, Frank? Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy New Year. Make sure you put a good filter on there too. And make sure my hair looks really good. And if you get me standing up, give me a 24-inch waist and big hips. What?
26.
I am so serious. This is if I see that video, you can put it in the prompt. Share that app with me. Oh, I'm gonna have a great Christmas now. Or at least it's gonna look like it.
Our lives.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair, and I'm proudly posted with your main man, Jarrell. What's up?
What's up?
Listen, so this one hit me in the head like if someone had tased me out on the street. Nicki Minaj didn't only surprise the conservatives, she surprised me with support for Trump, Vance, and the Turning Point event. So rapper Nicki Minaj made a surprise appearance Sunday at Turning Point USA America's Fest in Phoenix, a major conservative gathering honoring the late Charlie Kirk, and used the spotlight to publicly align herself with President Donald Trump and, of course, Vice President J.D. Vance, surprising many given her past criticisms of Trump's policies. At first, when I heard this, someone called me and I was like, really? She's publicly denounced Trump, but I was thinking of, I wasn't thinking of Nicki Minaj. I was thinking of someone else. So on stage with Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow, the current leader of the organization, Minaj praised both Trump and Vance as role models for young men. And she said she admires the administration's character and connection with everyday people. She also took aim at California Governor Gavin Newsom using a nickname popularized by Trump, and reiterated her concern about violence against Christians in Nigeria, a topic that recently brought her into closer alignment with conservative voices. Well, the moment drew particular attention when Minaj, trying to compliment Vance's political abilities, awkwardly referred to him as an assassin. Sometimes Freudian slips are real. So she immediately appeared to realize that the unintended connotation, paused and covered her mouth as the crowd reacted. And I can't tell you, you got to look at it yourself how that crowd reacted. So Erica Kirk quickly moved to console her, brushing off the gaffe and expressing support. So Minaj framed her appearance as part of a speaking freely and refusing to be pushed around, dismissing backlash from figures in the entertainment industry for her conservative support. So she also noted it's okay to change one's mind, a line that resonated given her previous critique of Trump's immigration policy years earlier. Well, the overall appearance underscores a notable shift in Minaj's political posture, moving from earlier criticism of Trump toward open praise of the GOP leadership and conservative causes, which could have cultural and political implications. I was going to say impact, but implications are a little bit heavier than impact, given her massive platform and influence. Well, you know, there have been a lot of people to change their mind in America and most places. You have the right to change your mind. Mm-hmm. Stacey Dash did it. Mm-hmm. Didn't really work out too well for her. And for those of you who don't know who Stacey Dash is, that's my point. That's my point. Yeah. So, you know, I thought it was Cardi B when they were telling me about it. And I said, what? You know, I revere Cardi B, right? In fact, I am in the mirror singing, lip syncing to Cardi B. I know all the words to all of her songs. Don't judge me. All of the words to all of her songs because I love her like that. But then someone said to me, no, it's not who you think it is. It's Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay. Now I do like Nicki Minaj, but Cardi B, it would really shock me because she's been so vocal and anti-Trump. But like she said, you have the right to change your mind.
Well, me personally,
you couldn't wait.
I am a fan of Nicki Minaj all the way, but I'm well aware that, you know, when you are an entertainer, you have your white hot moments, and then, you know, things trickle down after a while. And honestly, you know, maybe Nicki Minaj is in a situation where
trickle down.
She could use some help. You know what I mean? Maybe she could use some help, and maybe aligning herself with that political party is the best decision for her right now. Maybe also during the DOJ, they did use Megan Thee Stallion, and once upon a time they did use Cardi B, and maybe they did not ask Nicki Minaj, and that probably would have been, you know, a great thing to help her revive her career. They didn't really ask her to be part of the situation.
The DNC?
The DOJ.
Department of Justice?
Oh, I'm sorry, DNC. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Too many acronyms going on right now.
You know, America loves it.
Yeah. So maybe it's, you know, some get back, since, you know, the DNC did not ask her to be part of the election. Maybe she say, I'm gonna run with the other side. And at the end of the day, like we mentioned before, Trump does have some, you know, sexual allegation charges on his name, as does Nicki Minaj's husband. So maybe, you know, she's kind of standing up for him a little bit. You know, I don't know.
Or posturing for that pardon. And
you know what? If you got to do what you got to do, you know, who am I, right? So.
Well, you know, we all know you've made it very painfully clear that if it is going to impact your family, you're going to do what you got to do. And there's been a lot of swirling around that is her underlying motivation as to why she is aligning herself with Nicki Minaj. Now, Chrisette Michele, who actually performed at Trump's first inaugurational ball, and for those of you who don't know who Chrisette Michele is, again, that's my point. So, and very talented people. Like people used to come up to me and say, "Are you who's the girl that I just said?" See, again, not Chrisette. No. Anyway.
Could I ask you a question though?
Yes.
Do you ever see Nicki Minaj maybe going into politics of any sort?
No.
Never?
No.
I mean, well, I only asked the question because she is from New York, just like Trump, and a lot of entertainers that are from New York are starting to go into that path of, you know, I want to be in politics, along with Stephen A. Smith, along with a couple of other people. They're starting to go into that lane. And so I say, hey, maybe Nicki Minaj sees something that we don't see right now.
She sees that her man needs help.
Amen.
That's what she sees, in my opinion. And her brother? Well, her brother's facing charges, or he's incarcerated?
I think he's incarcerated.
Okay.
Well, you know, we're going to
Well, let me say this. Would you do anything differently? If you had a pipeline to help your family member, and that pipeline was something that you know your culture is not necessarily in alignment with, would you do what you needed? I'm going to ask you because I already know his answer. Would you do what you needed to do, or would you stick with your principles previous to the peril?
I mean, if you're going down for sex crimes, bro, you got to eat that. I mean, I love my family too, but you don't do the crime, you can't do the time, bro. Some things are just not justifiable.
Well, now that begs a whole new argument too, because Black people are over sentenced. That's not a plan. That's a fact. That's not fiction. So we're over sentenced. And so a lot of times you don't get a fair shake at the Justice Department. So then you have to go higher and get a pardon from a governor or now the mayor doesn't have pardon privileges, but a governor or a president. So would you think that will, and then how do you face your culture? So, you know, these are things that we have to think about. Of course, everybody is talking about it. I'm not sure how this is going to unfold, but one thing you can be sure of is however it unfolds, we're going to bring you the updates because that's what we do right here on the Brunch Bunch. You know, it's always our aim to send you back better than you came. Now, I don't know how much better it's going to look like or how it looks like for you knowing if Nicki Minaj's husband, is that her husband or brother are out of jail. However, it could, because it could be your pipeline to helping your people. I mean, your family, not your people, but your family, who are essentially your people. Y'all, don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on the Brunch Bunch. I love it. I love it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, her brother, I think he raped a child. Yep.
He raped an 11-year-old? Oh, he ain't having no good time. No. When did he go? Oh, I'm surprised he's still. Hey, Rob, what's going on? 7496 Puck Billions. Thanks for joining. Aw, thank you so much, everybody. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I think it doesn't matter.
And a profitable new year. And when I say profitable, I don't necessarily mean just in money. I mean getting yourself closer in alignment with your Lord, making your family feel like they count, like they matter. A lot of people get really despondent around the holidays. So make your family feel that they are worth your love. Tell them you love them. You know, that's how we end our show every day. Tell someone that you love them that you don't know. And show someone that you absolutely know how much you love them. Sometimes people, even your strongest people, feel unappreciated. But you can change the trajectory of that by just aligning yourself with them. But the main thing is this is the reason for the season, and that is our God. So align yourself with Him. Everything else will fall in place. I don't mean fake align. I'm talking about real, authentic alignment with our God.
How many million you got for me? And you protecting me if I get locked up in another country?
Wait, what happened?
I don't know, bro. Hey, look, I don't like Trump, but I'll still be friends with him.
That means a powerful person.
If I get locked up in China and he get me out, Wiz Khalifa would not be doing what he's doing right now if he was friends with Trump.
Yeah, I saw it.
He'd be getting 9 hours if he was friends with Trump.
That's probably
9 hours. Enough to give you 3 hots in a cot.
I'm so serious. You friends with Trump, bro, you get out there dancing.
Yeah. You want to do this part of this story? That's a huge story.
Whenever you ready, come.
No, it's I'm ready.
I need like a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that shocked me when I heard Nicki Minaj. I really thought it was Cardi B.
No, Cardi would never. Cardi's been very vocal in the business.
Cardi said it to him. You know, that's what I love about her. She is not one to mince words, and she stands on what she stands on. But Nicki historically has been that one too.
Cardi gonna be on the same thing in a couple years.
I would say no Cardi without Nicki.
There's no Cardi without Nicki, absolutely. However, everybody has a mind of their own. But I think this whole agenda that Nicki is on, I would be interested in knowing how after whatever the motivation is happens, say it happens in their favor, how she would react publicly. He ain't getting out. Trump can't get him out. Even Trump can't. And Trump can do a lot of things. He can't get him out. I'm
He's
sorry.
not here. He's not in jail here in the United States, right? He's in Jamaica, right?
Who? Her brother?
No, Long Island.
Long Island. Okay.
You mean Jamaica Queen?
I was about to say Jamaica. What? You love my singing? Thank you so much. You know that's my newest career.
1 minute, yeah.
No, he's talking about on the song. Oh. I'm gonna send you this. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. No, go to my Tammy's tips on my social media. Give me 2 seconds. Christmas tips. Might be on Facebook. I think it's on. I think it's on Facebook. Huh?
You didn't put it on Instagram?
I don't think I could. What's up, King 3 Tyrone?
20 seconds. Seconds we're going live.
You already know who it is and you already know what we do, but what you might not know is what Jarrell is about to tell you.
Believers, believers, believers. Yes, this is Brother Jarrell, and I am filling in for the amazing Marcel Action Jackson. And yes, we back on my least favorite character, Mr. Donald Trump. So the Senate passes defense bill that defies Trump and forces sharing of boat strike videos. The Senate on Wednesday delivered a clear rebuke of President Donald Trump's authority, signing off a legislation that could force the Pentagon to turn over footage of strikes against suspects, drug smugglers, and rein in the administration's ability to limit troops abroad. The annual defense policy bill cleared the chambers in wide bipartisan vote after it passed the House last week. Trump is expected to sign the measures despite the White House misgivings with some provisions. The 77-year-old 20
Trump is 77?
I don't know if I read that right. I'm sorry.
No, Trump is 77, right? I thought he was 79.
He's up there for sure.
He lying about his age, like me.
The 77-20 vote saw substantial support from Democrats and Republicans to push through the $901 billion National Defense Authorization Act, the product of months of negotiation between leaders of the Senate House Armed Services Committee. Just two Republicans, the Senate Mike Lee of Utah and Rand Paul of Kentucky, broke ranks on the bill while 18 members of the Democratic caucus opposed it. Lawmakers are using the sprawling policy bill to demand Pentagon hand over Lawmakers are using the sprawling policy bill to demand the Pentagon hand over unedited videos of strikes against alleged drug smuggling boats near Latin America. The bill restricts quarters of Defense Secretary P.H. travels budget until Congress receives the footage.
You know, I've seen that video.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of those videos, and they're heinous. They look like pirates.
Yes.
So something had to be done, but I don't think this is enough.
I don't think this should be done at all. I don't know how I feel about censoring what's actually going on in the world. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The United States has done that since the existence of the United States.
100%, and it's used to sway the minds of the masses. But at the end of the day, man, you really just don't know what you're walking into with the world anymore because everything is so covered up now.
Do you know why the rest of the world gives license to the United States to go police the world?
Because we the source of the money.
Not just that, we have the biggest, the most powerful, the most funded defense in the world. People do not want to fool with the United States because when you look at the defense budget, even when they cut it, it's still robust, more robust than 2 other countries. Well, four or five other countries put together. So people do not want to mess with the United States.
Do you think the video should be shared?
I think people have a responsibility to know what's going on in the world. I think some of that is a bit graphic, though. And if you look at it, you can't unsee it. So those are some of the things that I just like not take offense to, but I put pause on.
Do you feel like it takes away from the government's ability to have power over its people, or say motivate the Americans as far as like a war?
See, if in fact we are a people that is a government of the people, for the people, by the people, and we laud ourselves on our transparency, I mean, make it authentic. Do one or the other. Yeah. Either be a democracy or be a dictator. One or the other.
I only asked that question because I've been told in the past if we had Twitter, during maybe the Vietnam War wouldn't have happened.
No, that's a good point.
And maybe a lot of people feel the same way about what's going on in the world now. And maybe the sharing of the videos, maybe this is the whole Epstein situation. They're using the Epstein situation to cover up the fact that, hey, we got to edit these videos down so, the world thinks of this situation in a different way.
And that's a good way to look at it. And I'm glad you said that because it ties us right back full circle as to what is really going on. Unfortunately, guys, we could talk about this until we don't have any more time. And guess what? We don't have any more time because it's time for us to get out of here. I want to call your attention to my Facebook page. That's Tamara Fair on Facebook because I got some holiday tips for you, and we do not have time to give them all to you today, but you can go and read them. It's only 10 of them, but it does put you in the mind and keep you focused on the reason for the season. Well, as I said, it's time for us to get out of here. But I know you guys, some of you are doing some last minute holiday shopping. Be careful and make sure that you keep the culture in mind. Y'all, we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I got to tell you, Jarrell, I love you. You've been a great co-host today.
Tamara, I love you much more than you even realize.
Oh, thank you, believers. We love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Modi, I love you. Y'all, stay optimistic and have a wonderful holiday season. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much. Listen, we're getting ready to I love you too. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. We're closed. The studio is closed, so we have pre-recorded tomorrow. DJ B-Lo. So you won't see us live.
Hey, DJ B-Lo made one of them story videos. I seen it yesterday. Boy, it was lit too, bro. Hey, no, it was cold. Look, it was a video of him DJing, bro, but he was like turning up, and then it, flipped to the crowd and now they turning up.
Oh no, DJ B-Lo is an amazing DJ though. Oh, man, he's great.
I seen that. He was so lit in the video. Boy, lit me up. I was okay.
You see, they still talking about you, B-Lo. Hey, Shrikine. Oh, Shrik. Wait me see. How do I pronounce that? Shrikenneth 4913. I got that part right. Shrikenneth 4913. Y'all, I hope that you and your families reconnect. Literally, I hope this is the best Christmas. May all your dreams come true. You certainly have made some of ours come true by just being here with us. And if you have to choose peace over being right, make a good choice. All right, we'll see you.